welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Jen and I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing this pretty little pastel marble look for you. And this was recommended by my lovely subscriber, Raven1303. Thank you so much, Raven, for suggesting this look. I hope this is what you envisioned. I took inspiration from a easy marble video that Sarah Nail Secrets posted a while back. Go check that out as well. She did a lovely job. It's not exactly like what she did, but I definitely took some inspo from her. So if you guys are ready to see how I establish this look, stick around, get comfy, and let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing that I need to do is just go ahead and put on some base coat. I am still working with the e-nail couture nails that I put on last week. I did lose 2 nails on my right hand. My thumb and my pinky nail fell off during the week. So I put the nails on Sunday, and by Friday those 2 had popped off. Just full disclosure, I did not file the inside of my nails. As you know, I did use primer, and I also used my Amelie base coat. So do with that what you will. I don't know if it's something that I did or if it's the nails, but we'll see. Everything seems to be going strong from there. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cure this base coat, and I'll be back to show you what the next step is. Okay, so for my base, I'm going to be using the Amelie Builder Base in 156. In Sarah's video, she's actually working on a client and she's doing a fill-in or rebalancing. She's more focusing like in the cuticle area with this stuff, whereas I am just trying to establish a base color with this stuff. So I do about 2 to 3 thin layers until I get the opacity that I'm happy with. Again, thin layers. My nails are not thick at all. So just paying close attention. You know, I do want to get really close to the cuticle, make sure everything is nice and covered, and then I will cure that for 60 seconds. I do want to apologize if the lighting is a little off in this video. One of my box lights, I have 2 box lights on either side of me, and the left one decided to just, I don't know, die this week, making a sizzling noise, so I can't use it, unfortunately. So if the lighting is bad, I'm really sorry, but I wanted to make sure to get this video out. It meant a lot to me that somebody had asked for a look. So if you guys want to see anything else, please pop your suggestions or your interest down in the comment section below, because I would love to recreate another look or do something else. I had a lot of fun doing this, and you know, it makes my life a lot easier when you guys tell me what to do. So I'm just gonna finish curing this and I'll be right back. So for the next layer, I'm just gonna do like a little thin layer, but I'm not gonna cure this one. I'm just gonna do like a little bit of a slip layer, hoping that you can see this. My husband will do his best to zoom in. My husband and my editor, whatever you guys want to call him. Okay, so I do want to slightly build up just a little apex, just to give this nail a little bit more strength. So basically what I do is I put a little bit more gel towards the back and the middle of the nail. And once I get past that point, I just kind of brush down. And you'll see, once I get to about the end of the nail, I just take and brush it down. So make sure everything's nice and even, and I'll go ahead and stick that in the lamp. And I'm gonna go ahead and I file the sides and buff the top just to make sure I still have that nice crisp square shape before I start doing the marbling on top of it. So I'm gonna do all that off camera, and when we come back, I'll start showing you how I did the marble. Figured I'd just pop in here and kind of show you. Since these are square, I really wanted to keep that crisp square shape. So I'm just filing the side walls and the free edge. And then I will buff the top and the cuticle area, just make sure there's no ridges or valleys on this nail, and really like clean up the cuticle area, make sure there's nothing on my skin. I usually do a pretty good job with painting, but if there is anything that sort of leaks out or comes out, you know, you can always get rid of it with a file. So, and I am of course using my favorite nail files, which are the McCart nail files. I got a whole bunch in my last box, which I know that's like probably not like the coolest thing to get, but it's so useful because you don't realize how fast you go through files, especially when you're doing your nails like every single week. So I'm just going to finish up here and I shall return. Okay, so these are the colors that I have chosen to use, and these are all from Actually, these three are from Model 1 summer collection, and then this white is from their fall and winter collection. I did a review on both of the collections. You can go check those out if you like, but I've been obsessed with the summer collection. I've been using it all summer long, and I'm using the pink shade in 0017. The purple is 0860. The teal or turquoise, whatever you want to call this, is 1029, and then the white is Wedding Romance A189. So I just have a little bit of that as well as some base coat popped on this little palette. All you need is just a small brush like this and a liner brush. I will also be using the Amelie little, this like translucent pink shade in 065 and base coat and top coat as well. So I did a marble like this on my channel. If you watched the rose quartz video, then you will have seen this method. Basically what I do, since I don't have blooming gel, I just put down like a nice healthy layer of base coat, and this allows the gel to spread out on its own. It doesn't spread as quickly maybe as the blooming gel, but it still works just fine. So don't freak out if you don't have any of that stuff. I'm just gonna wipe off my brush with some alcohol really quickly, make sure I don't have any pigment from any colors in there. And essentially you just kind of like, this is up to your own imagination, so you can use whatever color combination you want. I just happen to think these colors work really well together. Since I did the blue as like the central line on the last finger, I think I might do purple. And you basically just pick up a little scoop on your brush and you kind of just start placing it wherever you want and lightly allowing that color to come off of your brush into the gel. And again, you can put it wherever you want. As you see, no one nail is exactly the same, and that's kind of the whole point of this. If you ever looked at marble, you know, it's not a repeating pattern. No two slabs of marble look exactly the same, so, you know, no two fingernails should either. Now obviously this doesn't look like real marble, but we're using our imagination here and doing our best. So again, I'm just gonna grab another color. I think I'm gonna go with this blue here and kind of place it right next to the purple. And as you can see, it just spreads out nicely. And if you have to go do it, like if you have to dip back into it, don't worry about it, go right ahead. Use as much or as little as you like. And this is a layered look. So basically what I mean by that is I'll do this, I'll cure it, and then I'll put on a layer of base coat. I'll cure that, and then I'll do some more lines. Cure that, buff it a little bit, and then I like the really strong white line on the top. That is totally optional. If you don't like that, you can omit that step, but I kind of like the way that it looks. I think I might add a little bit of pink, just a touch on this layer. But I essentially, before I cure it, I kind of just hang out for a minute or so, and then I will cure it. I don't want this to spread out too much because then they'll just all bleed into like one color. I'll just like hang out for about 30 seconds and then I'll cure it and I will come back and show you the next step. Okay, so like I mentioned, I go ahead and I do another layer of base coat. And then I just do the same thing. So I just draw a pattern on. I'm gonna add pink in this layer. And you just kind of do whatever you want. And I kind of like wiggle the brush as I'm going down. I don't want it to be like straight lines going across. So wiggle, 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 wiggle. And if it's too thick, you can always go in and clean it up with alcohol if you need to. I have some on standby. Let's see. A little more purple in there, I think. Again, this is totally like up to you, whatever you like. I kind of want a little bit more purple, like right in here. And maybe coming out, like connected to this one. Ooh, that looks good. Very veiny. Okay, gonna cure that. The next step, I will top it with this pink finished filing, buffing, and now I am ready for something that Sarah does in her video. I was about to say for the white, but that's not true. I don't think I might have forgotten this step on a couple of my nails, but she basically used this milky white shade to kind of add like another element to the layers. She basically just drew like an X across her nails with it, but it just added a little something to it. I don't own a milky white shade, so I'm just gonna take a bit of white and just mix it in with this top coat that I have here just to create a very milky shade. I really just want to like saturate my whole brush with it. And again, super easy. I just take and I draw an X across the nails. You don't really want it to be like heavily pigmented or to really have like heavy lines, so I'm kind of just like shading that. I don't even know how, you have to see it to really understand what I mean. It just kind of adds like another layer to the nails where it's kind of camouflaging some of it a bit and making things look a little more blown out. So I'm gonna cure that, and then I'm just gonna add some base coat so then we can go in and draw the white lines on the top. I mean, like I said, this is a super simple nail look. This video is probably only gonna be like 10 minutes long, which you guys seem to like the shorter videos. So anyways, let me finish curing this and I'll be back. Okay, so got my liner brush here and some white. And again, this is totally up to you. I like the white lines. Not everybody does. I'm just gonna use this to kind of rest my finger on. This is a vacuum, in case you were wondering. I don't know why I've never shown this, but isn't that totally cool? I use that to get up all the dust off my desk. I don't know why I've never shown you guys that before, but anyways, I just want to rest my finger on here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm gonna start over in this corner, and again, you kind of want like wiggly lines. You don't want to just go like this and draw like a straight line. It just looks more realistic that way. Let me just wipe that off. So I'm hoping, Raven, that this is what you were looking for. I tried several different designs of pastel nails. It just didn't look good, and when I did this, it just turned out really nice. So I really hope this is what you had in mind. If not, I'm so sorry, but I still think it turned out cute. I tried to do that method where you kind of put out lines of like the gel polishes and then you like swirl them together with like a dotting tool or whatever. It just didn't look good. I tried it with a bunch of different colors and I don't know, I just didn't like the way that it looked. That's probably just a technique that I need to practice more, obviously, but I am more comfortable with this marble because I've done it several times. Like I said, I've posted a video on here using this method, and I've done it before I even started my YouTube channel. I just think it looks a little more realistic. Obviously, there are different interpretations of what marble means. These days, when it comes to nails, you can pretty much like do anything and call it a marble nail. Basically, what I'm doing at this point is I'm just kind of fading out one side of the lines. I'm just dipping my brush in some alcohol and just making it a little less harsh wherever you don't like. Again, that's like the beauty when it comes to gel polish. If you don't like it, you can just take it off. It's not that serious. And if it is like stressing you out, again, just wipe it off and start over. Nothing's permanent in gel nails. Well, that is until you cure it. I think I like the way that looks, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. And I'm gonna do, and by the way, I do a full cure in between the layers because they are sort of thick with the base coat and then the colors on top, so I just want to make sure that the nail is fully cured all the way through. I don't want anything like peeling or picking off, so full cure for all the layers, no flash curing for me. Okay, let me just move some of this stuff out of the way so we can go ahead and top cure. And I'm using Amelie top coat. Top cure? Did I say top cure? I mean top coat. What is wrong with me? I find this to be the shiniest top coat that I own at the moment, so that is what I like using. Go ahead, zoom in on that, babe. Get that. Woo! I honestly think this is super cute. I pray this is what you had in mind. I'm hoping it is. If not, let me know and I'll try again. If you don't like this one. I think they're super cute. And I love that like they all look different and they all have their own little personality. So let me just finish this up and we'll be back to kind of judge the whole look, shall we? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think? Do we like the pastel marble? Did it pass the test? I think it is super cute. I am so excited to do something that one of you guys asked for. And if you have any other suggestions, please go ahead and comment down below. I just want to say thank you so much. I think currently when I'm making this video, I'm at 334 subscribers, which is insane to me. I honestly just never expected you guys to be so kind. Like, I never expected anyone to actually watch my videos. So thank you. I'm like genuinely getting choked up. Thank you guys so much. You know, I am just trying to provide you with entertaining content, and I am so glad that you guys like it. And you are just so kind and sweet with all of your comments, and I really am appreciative. So without further ado, if you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, please go down and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and give it a thumbs up, because you never want to miss a mani with me. Bye guys!